Hi, my name is Paris Wood, and this video serves as my final project for CHPM 2605, Practice Development 1, Principles of Practice in Business Management at Life University in Marietta, Georgia. And action! So we had to create binders in this class, and I remember receiving an email saying that we could create a Word document instead. So I composed a Word document and made different tabs on that. So I tried to save the planet, be a little green, but also do it on my computer and utilize what I have. So I had multiple different sections, and the first section of research is for articles on vertebral subluxation. And I have research about subluxation and how it happens, how to fix it. And the next section is for wellness development plan. And the third section's for subluxation, coordination, condition-based care articles. One of my favorite sections is about chiropractic spinal articles. There's so much knowledge there, and I'm getting a lot of good research for it. The next folder has articles regarding functional neurology and how it can be incorporated into your practice or used as a referral tool for a specific clinic if you needed to refer someone out, and I know that'll be helpful when I'm a doctor and receiving my patients. And the folder that I'm finding a lot of article for is the bad medicine folder. That is huge. And so the last section is under new vitalistic systems folder, and I'm going to be continuing adding to these folders as time goes on throughout my career at Life University and as I start my career as a chiropractor. It's important for chiropractors to stay up on top of information and research in order to perform at their best level and provide the best care possible. And so for my second folder on my Word doc, I have practice management files, and it contains different documents that I'm going to use and edit for different parts of my practice and different procedures that I'm going to use. And so I have different files, and the first one is the pre-visit. So that's like for event planning, doing screenings, health talks to schools, different workplaces, and then just doing other outreach activities. It's important to keep this one updated just so I can continue to get new patients and educate my community. So the next file is the first visit, and that has forms and questionnaires that my patients will fill out. Next I have the healthcare class, and that's for me, information I'm working on presenting to, and just so my patients are educated. And the last two are report of findings, and that includes financial reports, x-ray info, and then the last one is progressive exam. And so I'm going to continue filling these, just like the first file, with more documents over the years so I can continue to run a successful practice. And after I'm already opened up, keep my business moving and improving so I can perform to the optimum potential. And so now I'm going to do my report of findings. All right. Hi, Rachel. Welcome back.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm great. How are you, Dr. Wood?
I'm really good. It's St. Patrick's Day. I made sure
Woo-hoo!
to wear some green
Nice.
to show my Irish.
Did you drink green beer?
Not today. I'm on the job.
That's
but
good.
maybe
I
later.
had some green beer.
What? When?
Yeah. Well, last night because I was celebrating St. Patrick's Day.
Oh.
So it got a little rowdy, but
What happened?
I was just hanging out with some friends, and we had a bet that we couldn't jump over the rainbow into the pot of gold, and I tried to do it from the roof. Yeah.
Wow.
And I made it, but I hurt my ankle.
Oh no.
So
Is it just hurting in your ankle, or does anywhere else hurt?
it's the ankle and the low back.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Let's take a look. Well, I'm glad you made it.
I
safely
made it, yeah.
After that crazy
My grandma
jump.
had to bring me, but
Your grandma,
I made it.
Your grandma's that's so nice.
Carol May, she's in
So-
the back.
Oh, Carol, you can come back if you want. Well, on your last visit, you filled out the case history, which kind of talked about all your problems that you've been experiencing.
Okay.
Then also
Yes, I remember that.
patient history. So that's like, have you ever had high blood sugar, if you've had like acid reflux,
Mm-hmm.
just different injuries and stuff that have happened over your life. And then finally your family history, and that's just like if a disease runs in your family. So you filled out all those questionnaires,
Mm-hmm.
and then we also did a physical exam, a chiropractic exam, and we took a set of x-rays. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember.
Okay, cool. You also attended our healthcare class.
Yes.
Did you take anything from that? Like, what did you like from the healthcare class?
I thought it was a really cool class. I did really like, first of all, it was very informative, but I liked that it was in a group setting.
Okay.
Because there were questions that I didn't know that I even had. And some of the other moms asked some questions and stuff about like kids and babies and stuff. And I thought that was really cool because it's not something I ever would have thought about.
That's true.
So it was nice to learn some more
environment
stuff.
to get new questions and get your brain thinking.
Cool.
Also, do you have a better understanding of what a subluxation is?
Yeah, I think so. So it's like an interruption in the body from your nervous system.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we know that subluxations kind of occur if, say, you bump your head, if you took a tumble, maybe last night when you were jumping, you might have caused a subluxation.
Oh my gosh, you're probably right.
So, I just want to tell you how chiropractic care can help you. And are you ready for my recommendations?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Let's hear 'em.
You came into my office today with that ankle pain and low back pain. And I would like to go over the x-rays that we took last week, okay?
Cool.
So
Let's do it.
let me get these fancy x-rays. And right here we have, this is of your neck. So it's a lateral view of your neck. And as you can see, what do you see in this view?
Some sharp things it looks like. And I don't know, maybe those are broken because they're so dark.
Oh, okay.
And
well,
the other stuff is so white.
These actually are your spinal bones.
Oh.
And so they're
they broken? Why are they so
yeah,
sharp?
those are just different pieces of the bone.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to worry about any fractures, and there's actually
That's
no
good.
fractures in here, which is
Woo.
great. Yeah, but it's just different parts of that spinal bone, which is actually called a vertebrae. And so as you can see, these are vertebrae. So this view of the x-ray is taken from the top of your head to about this bone right here. So that's C7.
I see that.
Yeah. So it's
Cool.
just another view to see these vertebrae. And what you want to see on this view is a curve shape. What can you tell me? What is your neck?
A curve shape here?
Yes. What does your neck look like?
That's definitely not there.
Yeah, your neck is more straight up and down, and we want to see that banana peel shape. So with chiropractic care, we definitely can help correct that curve and get you more to that banana shaped curve.
Okay. Why is mine not curved?
It probably is just from being a student. I know you're sit at a desk all day, and I know texting is super big these days.
I'm a texter.
I mean, when I was in school, we didn't have that, so I didn't have the distractions. They just said go outside. And play, yeah. So I think just constantly bending over at a desk, studying, nose in a book, or just texting even can cause your neck to lose that curve, I guess. The next view I have of the x-ray is actually the one we took when you had your mouth open. So you did the x-ray just like this. Yep. And it shows it, and you can see the inside. And this is called the APOM view. It stands for anterior posterior open mouth.
Okay.
And we're looking at this space right here. It's called the periodontal space. And it's, as you can see, it's a little bit wider than normal. And we can see that
uneven.
Yeah, we can see that one side is tilted. And so that's probably why you might be having a little neck pain.
Okay.
Or maybe even some headaches.
Yeah, and my allergies.
Yes. Definitely your allergies can act up because of that too. And so it just shows how uneven, and with chiropractic care we can fix that and help relieve the allergies, headaches, and neck pain that you may be having.
Okay.
And my last x-ray I took of you was of your low back and also of your hips. Oh, I just zoomed right on in. There we go. Of your low back and hips.
Oh.
And you remember this one? So what can you tell me, what strikes you first thing when you look at this one?
There's holes in my abdomen.
Actually, those things that you think is whole is just gas. That's in your intestines, so that's completely normal.
Oh,
you don't have to
okay.
worry about those.
Whew.
Yeah, it's
So
like I
said,
said.
to get stitches.
Oh no, it's just gas. So
Okay.
your intestines are in that area where your X-rays is. So usually we just have to look around it to view the bones.
Okay.
But what I notice on this view is that your left hip is actually higher than your right hip. And that's going to cause your body to overcompensate, and it's going to put more weight on the other side. And so that's probably why your ankle has been hurting too.
Oh.
Yes.
I understand.
So
okay.
also you can see from this view that some of those vertebrae are also shifted to the right. So that is more overcompensation that your body is trying to do to protect it and protect that weak ankle, and then it also just kind of goes up the chain.
Wants to take over and protect it.
Yeah,
okay,
so
I understand.
It kind of just is, your body's doing what it thinks it knows, and it wants to protect, and that's what it knows, but when it's protecting, sometimes it gets all out of line.
Yeah, that's cool. Bodies are so cool.
Bodies are really cool.
Science.
Yeah. So with chiropractic care, I think we definitely could fix and correct those subluxations that you have.
Cool.
And from my report of findings, I've noticed that you have a subluxation on your right SI joint. Okay. And also on that first view, we saw the lateral neck. I noticed one at C1. And I want to talk a little bit about that bone too.
Sure.
So that first bone is called the atlas. And it sits right here. And as you can see,
the atlas.
Yes. As you can see, part of the brain stem sits in it, and 77 trillion nerve fibers come out through that bone.
77 trillion?
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious.
All those nerves are coming through that bone, and as you can imagine, it's almost like a garden hose. If you want to water your flowers, you got to make sure that there's no kinks in it. What happens if you have a kink?
Then the water doesn't come out, and it goes everywhere. It
exactly,
go
like
in the garden.
The water might not be coming out at full force. It's not doing its job it needs to be doing.
Okay.
So you can think of a subluxation at that first bone, the atlas, as a kinked garden hose. Those nerves aren't able to get the message across and perform the function as good as it could.
Gotcha.
So I definitely can correct that subluxation with chiropractic care, and I think I can help make you better.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Let's do it.
I know. So, also I want to remind you that these injuries, they might have occurred over time, and with chiropractic care, you can't just fix it in one visit. It also takes time to heal. So I want to make sure that your expectations are the same as mine, and that we have a good mindset going into our chiropractic visits.
Cool.
So now that we've gone over your x-rays and your exams, how do you feel about the understanding of your diagnosis?
I feel pretty good. So my right hip sacroiliac joint, and then my atlas.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Okay.
So, like I said, it'll take a few visits, but I definitely think we can reduce the ankle pain, and then definitely help with the low back pain too. Okay. And also, since spring's coming around, I know allergies are going to be a big one, so we'll get on reducing that too. Yes. So, I know you may still be having symptoms at this time, but I want to recommend that we proceed with a correction-based care. Okay. And you'll come into our office 3 times per week, and that'll be about 6 weeks. Does that sound good?
Yeah, like a month and a half.
Yeah, and then each visit's going to cost $30. Okay. And we'll reevaluate your condition at the end of these 6 weeks to see how you're doing. Okay. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Are you ready to begin your care?
Yeah, let's do it.
Woo! Woohoo!